Bricktopian.
Hello everyone, it's Bricktopian here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a quick review of the LEGO Mini Police Station. This is a MOC by the designer Christromans on Rebrickable and is a shrunk down version of the LEGO Icons modular of the same name. I've been doing a few of his designs and I'm really impressed with all of them so far. I just love how he gets the shapes so accurate on such a small scale. The color scheme is really good, how it's still using the same tones and shades of pieces. And I also really like the fact that he even has little prints on some of them, like on this one, and how they all can connect together like big regular modulars can because they have Technic pit bricks at the side. And yeah, they look really like what they are supposed to be. Like, there's no doubt this is based on the big version of the set. I'm just impressed by so many things about this. His instructions are really clear, and they're only like £2.50 to buy on Rebrickable, and you can even use coupon codes sometimes if there's a discount on to get them even cheaper. And yeah, he's got so many designs on there. He's currently got every single modular building to date, and he's got Lego Ideas set shrunk down too, and so many different things. I just think that he's done great with everything he's done on there, and this one is no exception. It's probably actually one of my favorites out of all the ones he's done. Honestly, I just like the how the different sections of the building are like at different depths. As you can see here, like the middle bit is not as deep at the back, but at the front it sticks out more, just like on the big version of the set. I also just love the printed donut and cookie sign here, and I also love how he's got the leaves attached that like are connected using they're using a one of those modified plate one of modified studs, 1x1 studs that have got the bar on the end, like, and that's actually sticking into the wall on a snot brick, and then he's got this whole thing constructed here using a plate that's got a clip on it, and then this other modified plate that's got like these bar bits on them. I don't know what you call this piece, but it's like 4 studs wide, but it's got 2 studs there, and then it's got like bits that can connect into a clip. I forget what it's called, but I just thought that was really cool how it's connected only on one piece, but it manages to stay attached, and you manage to actually get this overall look from the front. Obviously, you can't see much of the top floor of this building behind, less so than on the regular modular, but I still think that he's really captured the vibe here. This piece is obviously non-printed, unlike on the big one, which has the washing, the laundromat or laundrette or whatever you want to call it sign with like a picture of a reference to Soap and Studs, or Soap and, is it called Soap and Studs or Soap and Suds, something like that. Probably Soap and Studs would make more sense. But yeah, I may change this. I'm thinking about actually changing this to a printed wanted poster because I feel like that would really fit with the fact that this is a police station and be really fun. But yeah, that'd be really cool. It's got 379 pieces, and I can say that the build experience was really good as well. All of these, like the way that they, even though they're not modular and they can't actually be removed the floors in the same way as a big version, they still feel like they fit together in a modular way when you're actually building it, and how everything is like built sideways on snot bricks and everything. Like you can see here, this is like a plate, like that way up, obviously, and you can just get that sort of fun build experience even on a small piece count. And honestly, if they sold these as actual sets, like, I guarantee these would definitely sell really well because there's a lot of people who can't afford or don't have the space for the big versions. And if they offered this as a smaller option, like, so many people would get this because, like, even the original Creator Expert set that they did of the mini modulars line that had like the cafe corner in, it had the greengrocer in, it had Market Street in, it had the fire brigade in, and it had the Grand Emporium in. That actually was quite popular, and if they made more of those sets where they had 5 modulars in one set, like, that'd be really good. Obviously then it would be still quite expensive, and obviously it would be even better if they released them individually, but even that set was really popular, and I can see it doing quite well, honestly, if they did release other stuff like that. The MOC number is 102163 as well, by the way. So if you look up on Rebrickable, you'll be able to find it. Although you could just put in the name Christromans into Rebrickable. As I was saying about the Creator Expert set of mini modulars, this is one of the buildings from that I've put next to it. It's the Greengrocer one. And you can just see how well it goes and how compatible it is. And even the heights are similar, and just everything about it works really well. One thing you might notice is that the sidewalk along the front, they use 1x1 tiles to represent the sidewalk here, whereas on the ones from that set, they have 1x2 tiles for like the breaks in the sidewalk. I don't really mind. I think either way it looks really good, and that's just like a little thing to mention, but it's something I noticed when building these. I do tend to change mine out eventually so that they're 1x2 like these, just because then it matches these sets and it's like consistent. But either way, it looks good, and you could swap these instead. It's just I prefer to modify MOCs than original sets. I've added the micro scale Millennium Falcon micro fighters set up here just for a bit of a laugh, to see what it looks like on top of a building, like flying by. Obviously I feel like this is too small for what it would actually be. A Millennium Falcon would probably be bigger than that, but you know, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it, really? But yeah, I just think these are great, and I want to do some custom ones because I think that'd be great too, but I'm not experienced enough yet with modular buildings on this scale to be able to do my own yet. I think it might take some practice, but yeah, you can put them with other ones. Like, this is the corner garage one that he did, which I also really love, especially like this part of the front. I thought that was really clever, and must have been awkward to come up with the idea of how to do that and get it right, but I just loved how he did that as well. I thought that was brilliant. And then he's done some other stuff, like he's done the new shopping street one, which has just come out for 2026, and that looks particularly great next to this one because these buildings are like the same depth, the donut shop. And then he's also done some other ones as well, like he's got the brick bank, which I also really like. I've done some other ones too, but I'm just showing you these for the sake of this video because I want to give you a rough idea. But that's what it looks like with a brick bank too. And if you get like a whole street, you can just create some really fun little storylines, and you could make some small one by stud width vehicles to have along a road, and then you can have even more storylines like this. Like, this came from an advent calendar set, and it's just supposed to represent a little Lego lorry, and you could just put that out the front, and then you've got a little road going by, and yeah, you've got so many things you can do with this. But there's not really a lot else I need to say, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more videos, and see you again in the next one. Goodbye.